Hello again, stranger. How can I be of service? I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time and skill. We're short on everything, I'm afraid, including generosity. Many thanks. Now, hold still. You might experience... Right as rain. Now.
My time is yours. You may Yes. You may
I feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised free-for-all?
I definitely vote free-for-all instead of any stodgy old plan.
Agreed. That bumbling amateur and her clumsy gang of oafish dilettantes have done enough damage.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
And our wits. But mostly our weapons.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
Always up to erase an erratic variable. If peace lets the Order focus on the universal equation again, so much the better. I am sure you will.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
The rift. It's immaculate.
Auntie's family. I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue.
That ship over there bears more than a passing resemblance to the Incognito. Perhaps it belongs to that wayward backstabber of yours?
But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
You can answer our questions now, or scream the answers later. Your choice.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. Is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath. Which suddenly seems all... Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are... They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. That's my end of the agreement upheld.
I expected more of a fight, to be honest.
Sovereign is regarded.
I'm no electrician, but I'll wager this gadget is missing a what's-it. Crucial part.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be... wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous Sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rock.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people.
But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Automechanicals. Twice as hard to kill and half as fun.
Engaging hostiles.
Observed variable observed.
Recharge for mayhem! This might sting. All in the wrist.
I'm on ready.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Rouse me. My injuries are not...
Electrical stamina.
I'm alive.
You have my thanks and lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
Mental calculations do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishing.
Such as yourself. In turn. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes.
Look there. Autorex. And hostile by my measure. I'm not one to balk from a fight, but a direct confrontation may be unfavorable.
The Sovereign provides. You can find contentment. Unknown provision.
Recharge for mayhem! Step aside. Why? This might sting. A lot.
was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I'm surprised in a
Can't wait to see this vile debris person who betrayed you begging for mercy.
down to obliviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Security.
Shall stand against us! Lethal measures at the of the...
Currently prosperous.
Oh, look, my stick.
Offensive ready.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity. But
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages get laid, this crime happened under your purview.
Mind you, ISIS survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate the insinuation that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
We claim we were to blame for all of this. The mere ridiculous arrival years ago essentially matters. Isn't that right?
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to... high chance of success should a treaty alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar.
This unit welcomes you.
Especially
My
when
records
so
do
much
not
is yet to
indicate
be
that any
discussed.
authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it. Praise be to the Sovereign!
Let's have a look around.
By my estimation, if we... Alliance say within the next month, we would see returns within days. The market, the colony, would soon be out of Protectorate hands.
By your estimation? Do explain, how did you arrive at this estimation? What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room as the colony fighter.
Taking punitive action! Prosecuting! Viscerally! This silence is deeply charged. Come out, knaves! Engage us openly!
To battle! Don't go no further, infidel. This next shot won't miss. Refraining from a gratuitous.
You're hurt, Commander. Steel yourself. At your word, I shall charge. Commander, stop dying at once. I shall reduce them to a slurry!
You cannot improve perfection.
I can hear you scampering around.
strings from a thread!
Thought you agents were durable. Patch yourself up!
Just what are you doing, Destiny? Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around. I shall not. What are you doing down there?
Commander. Commander's almost dead. We're almost through here. Nothing left but to take the lift to DeVries.
Suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further.
Where's their security detail? It's like they're asking to be killed. Amateurs.
Feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's Choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Damn you.
Not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our...
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up attempting to disrupt my plans, only for me to submit you to an untimely end, though I'd no wish to. I only did what was necessary back on Horizon Point, and I am fully prepared to do so again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. I joined with this legitimate organization, you fool, because I saw their potential. The Earth Directorate is flawed, with finite reach, but the Order? Their power is limitless. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. The fact that they're even entertaining a partnership with a void-damned corporation puts the lie to that. Proves they'll sell their precious beliefs if it's convenient enough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this card, there's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you. Wait, what in the void is that?
Your legs! Watch the ceiling! We've come too far to be crushed by Christ-damned rubble!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assist. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station. It seems they feel they owe you their lives, and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the Astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Too bad about Ibarra. Mission as important as this, though. We all... Did you have something else to discuss? Happy to provide unbiased observational data. You want me to say something nice, dear? He has good taste in adventure serials, I suppose. Otherwise? No. She has an aptitude for killing, although it's quantity over quality with her. I'm glad she's on our side, but I'm still sleeping with my goggles on proximity alert mode. Inquire away. I may even respond. Sometimes with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nip? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine? Message received. Blood simple it is. Some were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle Suppose you can ask. Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years. I see you're not going to let this lie, are you? Fine. Suppose I'll elaborate. Slightly. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while. To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I'd believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To avoid undue attention, I remained in hiding. May all our travails add.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts. Certainly. I consider myself quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin. Why? He is of the Matriarch's direct lineage. Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided. In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinel's case. Where Arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, the Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project. Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime. Sneer all you like, but our society has operated in this manner for more than 100 years. Normally, arbiters do not need to prosecute, for all operate as they should. An arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad. Precisely. If the system did not work, there would be chaos, which is why all within the Protectorate must work to uphold it. As the Protectorate's most elite, we protégés needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas. Ask, and I shall answer. Who amongst our motley assortment would you care to discuss? She is an endearing piece of engineering. Her continued functionality, despite her advanced age, speaks to a skilled caretaker, though she retains certain quirks. Earlier, she bumped into my head, bleating, "Please do your part to keep the incognito clean. Remove any and all foreign mineral deposits." Marisol possesses a calculating resolve that has nothing to do with mathematics. Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I can work alongside her, but I shall keep my guard high nonetheless. I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever why you would choose to bring a deranged cultist aboard. Azaz's kind plagued Arcadia even before the invasion. To be forced to call her colleague is almost more than I can bear. I can only hope she does not see it fit to pilot our ship into a rift to sate her own macabre ambitions. Verily, idle gossip, heart.
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy. Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort. As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's gotta be the spleen. Such as? Nothing of much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story. Just because I don't need a convenient excuse to kill anyone I want like you seem to? Cultural norms are for the repressed and unenlightened. Joining the Glorious Dawn freed me of such nonsense. They gave me a completely new life. Wiped away all traces of fear and repression and replaced them with unbridled freedom. My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein. And I'm still not interested in discussing it. Shame you had to get rid of Inez like that. Such as? Why do you want to talk about that? My handiwork is not your concern. Besides, you allowed me to do it. I can't rightly say why that was. I mean, it's not like I've never tortured anyone before, but not like that. That was the first time I wasn't filled with rage when... I mean, I just did it. He was scared and just wanted to live. It's not like he would have done me if I hadn't done him first. I hadn't thought about it that way before. In fact, this is the first time I've thought about it at all. Except for... I found my psychological profile once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Something about killing sprats. But my parents were able to keep that from happening. They were vigilant. Important enough to influence the decision. No, they just cared about keeping my behavior quiet. You're right. It's not even worth mentioning. I mean, who doesn't kill sprats every now and again? You sound like me now. I knew there was a reason I kept traveling with you. There's something you wanted to converse on? Such as?
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to teach.
Where'd you learn how to weld? Why are you pestering me? Do I look like middle management?
Impulses of old corporations who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turper-Tyler, sixth base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings.
What? Your allotted time to impress me is already expired.
Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's
Enter elsewhere.
These raps are due for Eden. Hey, you haven't seen any loose Raptidons running around, have you? Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Uh-huh, exactly. You in? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at Market Compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added Esplanade next to the entrance to Head Office Tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Firing up extermination protocols.
Experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing confidential work in... whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is in the blood. Is responsible. 20 to 80% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me,
You came here because you've done right by us. I respect it.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's Choice. We'll choose for you. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Earth Directorate agents may accept freelance opportunities so long as they align with the priority mission.
Take it up with the head office. A more profitable program than the Protectorate's water now. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imagine.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Housing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That will put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum Brand.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like what? Ask away. Ah, a potential outside contractor. Check in with the intake specialist at head office tower for the full spiel. They're in the reception area on the main floor. There's a stop for head office tower on the Termicular if you've got an all-access pass, or you can hoof your way there through the value-added Esplanade to get there. Anything else you need to know about this place? The Esplanade. There's a medicament merchant for trauma kits and such, and there's a doctor just up the stairs from them. Definitely the best choice. It's a Trey-exclusive VIP saloon on the value-added Esplanade. The private elevator up to it is directly across from the recording studio. You're not thinking of trying to go in there, are you? Oh, that's an easy one. There's a workbench, like who? Or whom? Or such as? Our illustrious CEO does work here, yes. Don't really see her out and about too often. So, no way you're getting to see her without an invite, though. Not sure if she's taking up any details on anybody else. Well, for...
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice. Yes, you heard that right.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Please maintain control of personal belongings on the tram at all times.
The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive. What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter.
Review page 359 of the Earth Directorate Field Manual for a list of reimbursable expenses on goods and services.
As an Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurous.
Step on up and pick your poison or your healthy poison alternative. We've got it all.
Choice to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day.
Just name your color, viscosity, buoyancy, or density, and I've got you covered.
And the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus, as part of
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Come ingest your nourishment.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We got you. At Unrelated Bric-a-Brac, we offer only the oddest odds and ends.
Join our Ida program today.
A good sign.
Always remember, commercialism is the
Hey, I think you dropped something?
Society is
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk to you at present.
but because of the system's glorious...
Spare me.
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You feeling famished, peckish, hoggish, malnourished, audacious, voracious, rapacious, avaricious, predacious, or even just plain hungry? I've got you covered.
Approval process, overbearing neighbors...
The best way to...
Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when...
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding? From
Oh, hey,
orifices either
think you
natural
dropped
or
something?
unnatural? If you have a
we
malady...
allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter.
Step right up for the most exorbitant. We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, there are a lot, I guess. We cure some physical ails. That sounds all right, right?
That's what unbridled freedom's all about.
live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
No, but the medicament merchant right downstairs can set you up. When you can't...
As you
Mind your own business interests.
for her unparalleled
Have a profitable day.
year above the occasion. I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rib cut.
I appreciate. Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Worthy substitute.
Ever miss a limited time offer? Keep walking.
Protector, it's watered down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is...
Experience the most... Need anything? Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia, and you can only get it here at the bottom runger. Don't ask what's in it. Even I don't know.
I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force
Till next we meet.
last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum brand bandits.
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Raptidon Bite today.
Bench, they forfeit by middle time.
Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute, all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do, anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be.
Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of
There's two things I desperately require. Realism, authenticity. Sure, some might say they're the same thing, but I use both to highlight emphatic weight. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective.
Designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown heapfold, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original...
Of course it pays. Not amazingly, sure, but it's a rare chance to make something true and real that speaks to people and that possesses a certain cachet, right? Listen, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine. Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mitt Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective to help him come up with how.
Bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like toss-ball.
All it requires is you be yourself, unabashedly. Then get paid for it. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
I was just watching the latest bout between the easy and the zero.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my... Here for a recording session? And I'm back.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but I need to excuse me.
Something I can help you with? Yes? Can I help you? Ah, you appear like a rugged sort. Let me guess. Thessaly sent you.
That I did. This is Mitt Tarkenton, advertising copywriter extraordinaire. Mitt, this is our maverick outsider. They've heard the pitch and agreed.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising. We're selling dreams of a better life, a better you, connection, and ease from aches, sorrows, and worry. The product is immaterial. We do have one. I'd need to look it up, though. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things. So you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
All right. I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? All right. Now, I'll reinterpret your response into a line for the ad. Something like, calling all high-minded individuals. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right. Maybe you know an opportunity when you see it, and take it. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, perfect. How about you don't settle for less? Last question. What do you desire most out of life? And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Ah, have just the thing. Now available in Hearty Eater Jumbo size. 5 pounds with an attachable feed bag.
Ah, yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled to make sense of it all. Just a moment while we put it together. I can already hear it in my head, and it is perfect. All right, that's a wrap. Roll the assembly. Fine work, everyone. Take a good listen.
Calling all high-minded individuals. You know an opportunity when you see it. And take it. You don't settle for less. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rights just for you. Auntie Cleo and Pal's deep-fried Sisty Bits. Now available in Hearty Eater Jumbo size. 5 pounds with an attachable feed bag.
Against a hostile, peril-filled universe with Auntie's choice. Daredevils rejoice with Auntie's choice. Our product line is stronger than nature.
Sweet dreams.
Took by nature.
Consume it. Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
Bettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
And all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotion.
Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 cysty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition.
A significant contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
Please. There certainly must be a cheaper way inside than giving this slackwit our hard-earned bits.
Strategic step backward to document index manager.
My, but aren't you a charmer? Clearly, there's more to you than the way you dress. Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate.
Those files. Next is Elise Ripshaw in product development.
Excellent. It saves me having to explain to Valo why I let someone in dressed like that.
Long in the tooth and short on ideas. Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back.
This unit has identified that nearby vent as a possible means of gaining entry.
Your new role as intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and there won't be a next time. Toodaloo.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
With Auntie's choice.
Review page 347 of the Earth Directorate Field Manual for regulations concerning imbibing inebriants while
this
on
one.
duty.
See? They're letting in anyone now. Oh, don't we all? Well,
Cut off toss-ball news from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute.
Yes, what is it? I'm very busy and I can't spare the time for... Wait a moment.
my old compatriot from Paradise Island! What a pleasure it is to see you again. Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all of Auntie's Choice. It's all thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it. But of course, with what you've granted me, Auntie's Choice will be able to sway the attitudes of whoever we please. No more petty independent will stifling the free market. I hope you'll excuse me. Many people to see, meetings to attend, bits to make. If only I could refresh my superiors, this would all be so much simpler. Kidding. Merely kidding. I would never misuse this wondrous technique. Not until it's perfected. May we meet another time?
Bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox.
You're still here? I mean, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you've plenty to do.
Auntie Cleo's
Everyone has the...
Yes.
Hold that thought.
When did... How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper mid-upper tier retail association.
He fooled, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains. One of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. But we do so knowing you persist, well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive, arrive, armed with Auntie's Choice. Trust your Auntie.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and Grey consultants who labor with committing to a side. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on Orms.
From pop guns to self-propelled
like
cannons,
invading
I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems past tense.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Ease off the throttle. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the big pit. 15% in net growth. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not Tramacular.
Now entering an executive office environment. Please attempt some
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest, and as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. While making our expeditious retreat from the station,
Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice at your back when facing down the Protectorate. That's a rarity money cannot buy. And there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order means less lives lost. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself. If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
Attention, morally gray outsider. Hello, daring self-determinativist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. That's right, a life filled with action, adventure, riches, and romance awaits. Being an Ida will see all of your fantastical dreams come true. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
Wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Marvelous! Knew you could, though do use caution. We don't know what sort of virus or brainwashing might have infected their minds. Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which...
From pop guns Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
I hope you're enjoying your time on the
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability is severely limited. Let this be the first courageous leap you make into a fresh, pioneering new career.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Customers, we have food and drink for every taste and meal you... fly. You more. Can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries. The term parasite-free indicates the fact. Found in an ant. Product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility for spreading around the galaxy.
Go consume like a good consumer.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems past tense.